much, Cameron. So just going to give a short presentation now on what we've called moving the needle. So when you look at the road markings we have or you've experienced, are they poor? Are they good? Or are they excellent? And I think really the message today is that we want to help people to have a conviction that they want to commit to going from good to great, good to excellent levels of road marking in the UK. And there is a way to do it, and this is what we're here to show you and help you and work with you, as Cameron's just mentioned, about working with the clients and helping them in that journey. So I mentioned earlier about learning from others. You fly London Heathrow, Copenhagen, come out of the airport, and what do you see? You see high performance road markings. Fly from London to Hamburg, what do you see? High performance road markings. So what do? We went across to Europe and learned from what they do. They've proven, as Cameron's just said, they've proven that this technology really works. Brought it back into the UK. But there's a process we all need to go through. And there's 4 different quadrants. So you've got the awareness. So the awareness is like today. So you have an awareness session. Typically, characteristically, we resist. We resist change. Arguably, the UK is better at resisting change than some countries, in all honesty. But you go through that resistance stage. Some people, it takes a long time to get through. Some people, not so long. And then they think, do you know what? We're going to explore. We're going to explore what the future really looks like. Because we have a vision. We want to have a vision of delivering high performance and excellence. And then you make that commitment to actually make it happen. But it's that centre line. That centre line. So you may be sitting in that resistance box or that awareness box, but then what is actually going to take you across to the right-hand side, where you actually say, I will explore this. I will commit to doing some trials. I will commit to having some further discussions to move it forward. And that is how the industry will change. So we're going to talk now through about the roadmap to net zero, using a case study of Norfolk County Council. So we established some objectives. So this is some objectives that have been set by the industry. So safer highways, mentioned earlier about improving safety, the right first time. When you go out to site, get it right. So, and this applies to both road markings and to surface repairs. And then reducing carbon, go for that low carbon option to move forward. And then there's the building blocks. We call it the 3 Ps. So it starts off with the preparation, then it's what product, and then it's what placement. So you've got the preparation, training, etc. I won't go into all the details, but we can guarantee if you go through these 3P process, these steps of moving forward on that journey, you will deliver high performance because you'll be selecting the product that's going to have the right durability for the application that you have. But we're not saying that thermoplastic shouldn't be used anywhere. What we're saying is that there's certain scenarios where cold applied is a far, far better option from what we're getting from those across in Europe and from clients in this country. And then finally on placement. So seeing the machines, we demonstrated some machines today, and talked earlier about, we had small machines that weren't big enough to deliver large road marking contracts. Now we have got that machine. And then you may want to go a step further. So it's all about placement. So going for that preparation, product, placement, and you will deliver high performance. But then we have a program. So this is going to take you through the journey. We believe there's 3 phases that you go through, especially as a client, but also as a contractor. So initially, the first phase is seeing is believing. Like today, you've seen it, believe it works, we demonstrated, 2 minutes, drove over the machine. Next phase, knowledge and know-how. Critically important that you understand what you can do, what you can't do with cold applied, especially with cold applied road markings. And then finally, the third phase is that research to reality. You've done your research, you learned about it, and you're actually going to make it happen. Take it to reality. You know, you're going through that, you made that commitment to move forward. So we're just going to talk through briefly on the Norfolk. So it all started at an Elkrug event. So an Elkrug Innovation Festival. So there's a little plug-in for Elkrug. Keely here somewhere. Not sure if the video is going to work.
It does, yeah.
No. So we'll share it on afterwards. There's a little video there to demonstrate what we are showing. But that's where it started. So that was kind of the seeing is believing phase. It came, saw what we were doing, believed it was an option. So then we did some CPD sessions with them to help them to understand where they could and couldn't go. We actually used our project, the 3 principles of Project Highway Zero model, which is shown on the screen here. This has also been included now in some colleges, etc., using this as a benchmark, really, as a training tool to help new apprenticeships come into the industry. So everything starts in the core, safety, durability, sustainability, and comes out from there. I won't go into too much detail right now, but the key thing here is education. So educating CPD was on that knowledge and know-how phase. Thirdly, we have the putting the research into reality. So Norfolk made a commitment. They made a commitment to do 6 projects on the ring road around Norwich. And they said they want all 6 projects to be done 100% cold applied. That was the road marking, that was any anti-skid, any studs that were put in with cold applied adhesive. And the objective here you mentioned is increased product durability, is what the key one, because they're finding the traffic management to go and refresh a junction on a busy ring road was challenging. Second one was to optimise nighttime visibility, so we wanted to see a lift in their nighttime visibility. Mentioned earlier, going from 100 millicandela to 200, it's 100% lift in visibility opportunity, and the ability to apply onto new asphalt. This was a key one because there's many people within the industry, and we have said years ago that you can't put cold applied directly onto new asphalt. We've now found you can. We've found the process that works, and we've proved it with some projects in Norfolk. This is one of the projects here. This is probably the highlight project. So this is a Heart Seats roundabout. This is a 5-spoke roundabout, and that was done, as I mentioned, 100% cold applied technology. This one here is over 12 months now. So this was a key area. So this is yellow box junctions. Constant challenge where they're wearing out too fast. 12 months in, minimal level wear. Yes, not as yellow as it was before, but that is where you've got quite a high bitumen content scrubbing into the material. But minimum signs are wearing on that box junction there. Then we have, this is another one. So this is just running through some of the sites just to demonstrate the magnitude of these projects. That was one. That was where we had to open it to traffic quickly. Again, utilising the rapid cure technology, open to traffic in just over 10 minutes, working in night conditions. The interesting thing here is that Norfolk are taking an approach whereby they're actually testing and monitoring what we're doing. So we go in there, we do a site, then they come out and test it. After 6 months, they go back out and test it. 12 months, back out and test it. Report back on what's actually happening. It's gaining critical data for the industry to help us move forward together. So now they have an option. So we've gone through, I think we've got the last project to deliver, yet to deliver, but they have 3 options here. They can stay with the status quo. They could just say, do you know what, we tried it, it is more expensive, yes, it's longer lasting, but we're going to stay as we are. Or they can go with a hybrid option, whereby they're going to do some of the rural roads and just where there's low wear and stay with thermoplastic, and then they'll use the high durability MMA for the inner more urban areas. Or they can go for 100% cold applied. It's a decision that Norfolk need to make themselves, but they've gone through that journey. Seeing is believing, knowledge and know-how, and research to reality. Now they're given the toolkit, and they've done the measure and monitoring. They've got the toolkit to make that decision using data rather than just opinions. So that's bring us to the end of our presentation. And any questions? Thank you.